Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver. So within the last part, we begun our climb to the top of Mount Silver. But as you can see, in front of us right now is actually the third legendary bird that we still haven't caught yet. And and we're going to be taking care of him first. Or should I say, try to actually capture him first. Anyways, here is our final legendary bird, Moltres. Now, just like with all the other legendary birds, Moltres also has the ability Pressure, and Moltres also has Ancient Power. But however, unlike the other two, Moltres does not have Agility. Instead, it actually has Safeguard. And then, as for its other two moves, they are Flamethrower and Air Slash. So yeah, I would say Moltres. Yeah, I would say now while Moltres really does have, I would say Moltres has a pretty decent moveset to it. Like it has the ability to protect itself from being affected by any status conditions. But unfortunately, unfortunately, Moltres decided to be a dumbass and decided to use freaking Ancient Power first. Unlike one we went through with Ho-Oh. Moltres apparently Moltres does not use Safeguard first. But anyways, now minutes everyone. Now we got all the flash stuff, and I got him paralyzed. So I'm just gonna weaken him with Cut again. Okay, so I think I should do it just at least one more cut. Yeah, I think with that we should be fine. Oh, yep, that is definitely more than enough. Okay, now just so I can make sure that I don't take too much damage. Now, while my Quagsire can still be hit with Air Slash, but at the very least he will not be affected all that much by a Flamethrower. Excuse me. I'm more so. I'm more concerned about Flamethrower than Air Slash, just because. Flamethrower is more stronger than Air Slash. So yeah. Now, while I could have sent out my while I can send out my Ampharos just so I can not take so much damage from the Air Slash. But I still have to remember the fact that Flamethrower can also potentially burn you too. So yeah. That's also why I'm not worried all that much about having my Quagsire out here. Yeah, to essentially just to tank all the hits. But anyways, we have used up quite a few Ultra Balls, and that is to be expected. Really? That fast again? Actually, I don't think it was that fast as one I went through with Articuno, but still though. But anyways, Moltres, the Flame Pokemon. This legendary bird is set to bring early spring to the wintry lands it visits. Well, I mean, it is. Well, it is a legendary. It is a legendary Pokemon made out of fire, And I mean, we literally, we literally see the fire on its wings and on its wings and also on top of his head too. So yeah, yeah, I guess you can see how Moltres can easily bring about springtime and whatnot. Yeah, but oh yeah, and I guess I should also say about Moltres is that. More so for the anime, for the Kanto and Hoenn leagues, they actually utilize the flame of Moltres, to start those Pokemon leagues off. And then in Gen 2, they actually utilize Ho-Oh's flames. So yeah, that's just always something. But anyways, everyone. Now that we're done with Moltres, now we can continue our climb on Mount Silver. And as you're seeing here, now what you're seeing here, is actually something that you did not see within the originals, where you can actually go outside the mountain, so that you can actually go to more of the areas. So yeah, like I said, they really did change things up quite a bit ever since. Yeah, they really did change things up ever since from the original Johto games. Yeah. Okay. Now, and I guess since we are fully exploring this place still, now I guess I should point this out as well. Now, also for Pokemon that can be found here, now, like I said previously, this is a place where you can still find Golbats, Golducks, Quagsires, yeah, and a couple of Ursalings and Donphans, depending on the version, and also Sneasels, and also, if you don't want to bother with the Safari Zone, this would also be the only location for you to be able to get yourself a Mischievous and also a Larvitar. So yeah. Although actually for Larvitar, I think you can still get Larvitar in the I know you can get Larvitar in the Safari Zone. It's just it's just that I forget if you can find Larvitar like before or after post game. Yeah, before or after you enter post game. Yeah, I honestly forgot. Okay, now we do have a Calcium here. Now, I would give this to Mewtwo, but considering that my obvious Pokemon that I would usually give it to is not here with us, yeah, and like I said, I would consider giving it to Mewtwo, but I've decided I'm not gonna bother. And speaking of the outside, yeah, as you're seeing here now, now considering that we are climbing up a really frozen mountain, a much more colder mountain, which means that as you're seeing here, yeah, there is a lot more, which means that there is a lot more snow out here. Yeah. Now let's give the snow a fair warning for what's to come for the top. And oh my god, wow, the first Pokemon I encounter here is a freaking Sneasel. My god. Yeah, now that's something. Okay, so Sneasel. Yeah, our first time encountering you in the freaking wild. Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I should also say about Sneasels is that, Now, at times that I really want to utilize the Sneasel, like I really want to use this. I really want to utilize the Sneasel slash and of course a Weavile of my own. But it's just that I never really got the opportunity for me to be able to really utilize one. It's because since Sneasels appears so late into the game, yeah, and since I would already have a full team at that point, yeah, which really doesn't really give me the much opportunity for me to be able to fully utilize the Sneasel. And even then. And even then, while Sneasel can be good at first, but at some point, yeah, Sneasel will become incredibly frail, that it just makes you want to evolve him more faster. But the problem is that not only do you have to find a Razor Claw, but you can only evolve him at night. Yeah, which is why I really haven't really considered all that much for me actually utilizing a Sneasel or a Weavile all that much. Yeah, even though there are times I really want to use one, but at other times I feel like, yeah. And here he is, our very first encounter with a Larvitar. Excuse me. Yeah, around nearing the end. Now, here's the issue. Now, considering that Larvitar is a rock and a ground type, which means is that I cannot paralyze him with my Evros. And even though Larvitar does have some decent moves like Rock Slide, as you saw, but I'm pretty sure at this level, Larvitar does not have a level, does not have any moves where it can actually make physical contact with my Evros. Yeah, meaning that, and considering that my team is so considering that my team is so strong right now, yeah, and considering that my team is so strong right now, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to weaken him. Now, you may be thinking, why not just utilize my Geodude? Yes, I would consider that, but it's like I said previously, I'm only going to be utilizing my Geodude as a HM slave. So yeah, and the only time I really the only times that I'll really utilize Geodude in battle is just so that I need somebody. Is just so that I need somebody out there, just so I can not only utilize some revives and maybe some full restores, but not so much in terms of actually proper battling. And also another thing is that I'm also am incredibly stubborn. And I mean really stubborn, yeah, which is why I am not really going to bother really utilizing my Geodude. Yeah. And also considering that this Larvitar just used freaking Sandstorm, yeah, which means that now I have to deal with freaking constantly, with Larvitar constantly just gonna keep with having my Evros just gonna keep taking it's just gonna keep tanking monstrous damage. That damage over time. Okay, so anyways, yeah. Now considering that we're gonna be here a while, since this Larvitar will not stay inside, yeah, I guess I'll go over Larvitar as a Pokemon. Just like with Sneasel. Yeah, we don't really get to see much of Larvitars until much later. And I mean much later. Yeah, which is why you which is why you don't see many playthroughs with which is why you don't see many playthroughs with having a Larvitar on their teams. But even then, even when you do evolve them into Pupitar, but you still have to wait until like level 55 just so you can fully evolve them into Tyranitar. It is essentially it is essentially the same thing as for going through the process of evolving Entretini all the way up to Dragonite. And I guess I should also say, although I really do like Larvitar as a Pokemon, or should I say the entire line, it's just that I really haven't given much thought of actually really utilizing a Larvitar. But anyways, as for Larvitar's appearances in the anime, now Larvitar has made several appearances in the anime. And of course, the one major one was the one that Ash took care of for a while, and until he got to return it to its mother. Now I have heard some people complain about that Ash should have kept the Larvitar. But here's the thing. The Johto League was right. Was essentially right. Was essentially right around the corner at that point. So, and honestly, it really would not make much sense for Ash to keep the Larvitar. And also another thing is that, now if Ash kept Larvitar, it would have made the entire journey pointless. God damn it, Larvitar! This Larvitar is really starting to get on my nerves. I really hope he doesn't take too much. I hope it really doesn't take too much more of my time. Damn it! So, it's been 8 more minutes, and if you pause the video, you would see how many Ultra Balls I've used up on this motherfucker. It's just like, this fucking Larvitar will not stay inside. And yes, I get it. I'm incredibly stubborn and refuse to use my Geodude in battle. So that I can actually weaken this guy. And so essentially, I've spent so much of my time just chucking Ultra Balls so I can finally get it. And yes, like I said, I'm incredibly stubborn. Not only in terms of the Pokemon that I use, but also the fact that every single Pokemon that I play through, as you've been seeing, not only during my platinum, not only my platinum playthrough, but also this one. Whenever I see a first stage Pokemon that I haven't obtained yet, it makes me want to actually catch them. Even though I do not tend for me to actually utilize them on my team at all. So, It's just that for every Pokemon game I play, I always catch Pokemon just because I love catching stuff. It's just that I just really love catching Pokemon. I just love it. And like I said, even though I don't plan on utilizing any of them on my team, it's just that I love catching them. That is the whole point of actually putting them on your team in the first place. You actually have to catch them first in order for you to actually have them on your team. I just love catching Pokemon just for the sake of it. And this Larvitar, but in some cases, like this fucking Larvitar, likes to be so incredibly persistent and just will not let me fucking catch it. Okay, now I'm done with that shit. I guess, while this is still going, I guess I should talk more about Larvitar line. Now, like I said before, while Larvitar did make a major appearance during the Johto anime, and also Larvitar did make an appearance during that movie short where Pikachu and the other Pokemon were playing hide and seek. And then there was that one Larvitar during the Hoenn anime, where it was incredibly frightened, but then it was until May actually got to befriend it. So yeah, that was something. And then there was that one Larvitar during the Black and White anime. In the episode where this kid's Cubchoo went missing, and we essentially got another freaking silent we essentially got another Detective Silent episode. honestly, everyone, out of all the things that Silent is known for, being a fishing connoisseur, a subway train connoisseur, the Detective Connoisseur is my absolute favorite one. And it is honestly the most hilarious one. And also, the writers clearly knew that, because they actually brought a Detective Silent back for when Silent returned during the aim to be a master series. And as you've been seeing, it's now come down to the point where Larvitar is starting to use, finally, after all this fucking time, has finally started using Struggle. And even now, even though it has weakened itself, I still can't fucking catch it! This is probably my last shot. Come on! Why do you fucking do this to me? Oh, yep, it's dead. Oh, it's still alive. Oh, okay, I have one more shot. One last shot to do this. Come on. One. Oh my god. Well, this was essentially a waste of time. Thank you so much, Larvitar. Thank you. I really appreciate you right now. Oh, and really, Huey, you're challenging me right now. After all that shit, all that time I wasted? All that time I fucking wasted? Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm getting so frustrated. It's just... God, it's just... Like I said, This is what my stubbornness gets me. Yeah, the fact that I did not manage to catch that fucking Larvitar. It just makes... Seriously. Like, I'm pretty sure you would feel the same way too if you spent like more than 30 minutes of your life just to catch one Pokemon. Just one. But he just would not stay the frickin' side. Yeah, and it is essentially the equivalent to anybody who has tried their best to catch friggin' legendary Pokemon. And also, how is it very ironic that I managed to catch Moltres a hell of a lot more faster than what I went for with Larvitar? Yeah, and like I said, it's because I did not weaken him. He weakened himself. Just, yeah, sometimes during Pokemon games, you can either have the greatest amount of luck, or you don't. Yeah, sometimes your luck, sometimes your luck can either be really good, or just be, you know, that horrible. But anyways, everyone, as you can see, yeah, I am now getting more closer to actually reaching the top of Mount Silver. And hopefully by then, that will be more than enough ready for what's to come for the very top. But as everyone, with that said, that is all I'm gonna do with this part. And so, until the next part, see you guys next time.